I really want to get some more work done on my beloved Hudson again. And the poor old thing has just been standing outside here for quite some time. But the place of honor here in the fitting rooms are currently still occupied by the wifey's Renobug. So I need to arrange things here a little bit. So I could push the little Renobug into that space there to make space here for the Hudson. But while she's still standing here underneath the gantry up there, I think I'm just going to quickly take the body off. And then everything will be ready so that I can do some further work down the line. I've got to do some more welding on the body from underneath, and I've got to start working on the suspension and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm quickly going to rip the body off and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, it might be a while before we see the 59 Renault 4CB body sitting on the Beetle floor pan again. I'm kind of wondering what my wife is going to say when she sees the project in pieces all over the place. I think it's going to take some careful explanation from my side. I undid these bolts on my new custom body mounting bracket that I made earlier. Also took out these removable floor panels that I made in an earlier video. So the body should come off now. Let's find out and hoist away. I'm going to lower it onto this little wheeled frame thing here, then I can move it around. Yeah, I've got a good balance point. Now I can push it to wherever I want. Unhook my chain block or chain fall, there's also a term here. Now let's just get that thing out of the way using my manually operated forest engineering rope and pulley system. There we go, and I can just tie it off here. Yes, now I can easily do the finish welding on these brackets here that I built in the previous video. So my Renault body will now actually attach here and here, there and there, as well as here and here. And then also all along here via that removable floor panel. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. And then here in the back we attach there and there, and through this flat bar here that's welded to the tunnel, and also again via the removable floor panel that bolts to the structural member of the body on that side. So this box section that you see here forms part of the monocoque construction of the Renault body, and it runs from this mounting point all along here to this mounting point. I think we're going to be plenty strong enough. Okay, so now I can rearrange things a little bit. Yes man, now I've got some space again in the fitting rooms here, so I can bring in the old Hudson. All I need now is some muscle. Barefoot mechanic, where are you? He's not here around today, so I'm gonna have to keep myself busy with some other stuff. Oh, and I can easily push the Renault body out now if it gets in my way. Well, there's lots of things for me to do while I wait for the barefoot mechanic, or for that matter any unsuspecting visitor, so I can grip him to help me push in the Hudson. I want to take out the front suspension so I can finish this welding, and once it's out we actually want to strip it down because I want to make and weld in an adjuster. And look here, I've got my stock Beetle rims back from the sandblasters. I'm planning to widen them, so that needs to happen. We want to set up the rear suspension. Yeah, lots of stuff to do, so I better get busy. Yes, I'm getting too old for this shit. And I just realized I never told you what my next game plan is here. So I figured, since I've got the bodies off, let me finish off some of the outstanding welding, of which there is still a lot. And then also complete these sort of gaps, cutouts that I did for the Beetle front suspension. I want to close them up. And I think I'm now discovering why they sold this little Renault as a 4-door economy. Because I tell you, this tin is so thin, it's a real struggle to get the welding to work out here. But we're going to try our best and give it a go. What a mess! Look, I've burnt some holes. Yeah, it's a struggle. Luckily, I've got several grinders. Mess? What mess? All hail the lowly grinder. And then of course, our motto is exactly the same as what that old English dude with the double chins and the big fat cigar said. We shall never surrender. I don't have any issues with grinding a weld. I mean, even a good looking weld is just a weld. We've got some pretty good weld penetration, so why not grind it and make it look nice? Just for that extra touch. And look who's here, the barefoot mechanic with shoes.
With shoes.
What the hell?
Oh.
What's with the shoes again?
Hi, riding scrambler.
Ah, he's riding his bike.
No.
How's it, brother?
Lekker man, and you?
Yeah, alright. He's coming to inspect. And to establish the shape of this inner piece, back to the CAD system, snip our good old cardboard. And yes, we are very much color coordinated here. We've got yellow cardboard to match a yellow car. And I am talking absolute nonsense. It was just luck of the draw. I transformed my template into a steel piece with exactly the same shape. And like my German mate Carl used to say, und now, we can weld that into place right there. I finally got this stupid box thing done, as well as the one on this side. Yeah, it always takes longer than you think it would, but then it always does. And then here, where my steering shaft connects to the steering box, a cover is required with a little bit of a bump to allow for clearance, and I've made that as well. So that's going to screw on like this. I want it removable so that I can get to the steering connection. So I've been thinking for quite some time now what I should do about this opening and whether I should cover it up. This here is where the suspension, the front beam sits. Steering box right here. It's not like this opening goes through into the cab, if I can put it like that. If you have a look in here, you can see here's the new section of the firewall I built. So the tunnel from the floor pan will come through here. This is an attachment point for attaching it to the cross member on the floor pan. Same on this side. And then this recess here, that's where the shock tower sits. Somewhere there. So I figured it will probably be a good thing to have a spare wheel in Mummy's car. So if I throw that in here, yeah, there's very little space left for anything else. Probably mount a jack here somewhere, wheel spanner. So I really don't think this is a space that the wifey is going to be using. to put groceries in or whatever. That'll probably all end up behind the seats. So I think I'm not going to bother covering this up. I can always do something about that down the line if it should bother me. But for now I'm just going to leave it as it is. Yeah. The frunk is full, man. Strange word, frunk, eh? Front trunk. In the UK and South Africa, and I think in Australia, we call a trunk a boot. So would a front boot then be a fruit? So a lot of awkward welding, difficult spots to get to, and a lot of time. But I think all my welding up front here, at least in this area, is now finally done. I finished up all this outstanding inside welding as well, up there, all along this side. All this boring, awkward, time-consuming stuff that they don't show you on the Rockstar car build shows. And it takes a lot of time. And then I started fixing my initial butchering in the back, yeah. So I boxed in the structural member, and this now ties into this plate here. That's my new body mounting. So it's starting to look a little bit better, yeah. I still got to do something here. I need to box that in as well, but now I can't quite remember exactly how it goes here. So I'm going to have to stick the body back onto the floor pan. You just verify all this and then we'll sort that out. So we'll leave it for now. Yeah, just some more boring and dull, time-consuming stuff that is necessary, but definitely not glorious. Well then, I think I've done enough crawling around underneath this silly little yellow car for one day. I think in the next round I would like to tackle that front suspension. Build and welding an adjuster top and bottom so we can lower the front of the car. That should be interesting. In the meantime, for previous episodes of the Renault build, go check out this link up here on the screen so you can see what's been happening so far. Thanks for hanging out with me out here in the shop. I enjoyed your company. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a lucky one, my brothers.
Whatever makes you happy, it just